Hello, in this channel I cover celebrities and their rides. If you have a celebrity you'd like me to cover, let me know in the comments below. In today's video, I'm going to show you the luxury cars in Kevin Hart's car collection. He goes by the full name of Kevin Darnell Hart, an American actor and comedian. Hart was born on the 6th of July 1979 and raised in Philadelphia. His mother, Nancy Hart, raised him alone while working at the University of Pennsylvania's Office of Student Registration and Financial Services as a standards examiner. Robert is his older brother. Kevin's father, Henry Witherspoon, was a cocaine addict who spent the majority of his youth in prison and responded with a sense of humour to his difficult parental circumstances. He is a devoted disciple of Christ. Hart briefly attended Community College of Philadelphia following his graduation from George Washington High School, before heading to New York City. He subsequently made his way to Brockton, Massachusetts, in pursuit of work as a shoe sales representative. After performing in a Philadelphia amateur hour club, he decided to pursue a career in stand-up parody. Hart's first performance as Lil Kev was at the Laugh House in Philadelphia, and it did not go down well. His career began on a sour note as he was repeatedly booed off stage, including once when a piece of chicken was hurled at him. Following his initial failures, Hart began competing in comedy competitions throughout Massachusetts, and audience reactions to his performances improved significantly. Hart has to work hard to build his humorous style. After attempting to copy comedians such as Chris Tucker at first, he discovered his own rhythm by delving into his vulnerabilities and life experiences. This eventually boosted his career as he won a few amateur parody contests in New England bars. His major break was in 2001 when Judd Apatow cast him in a role on the television sitcom Undeclared. Despite the show's brief run, he was swiftly featured in films such as Paper Soldiers in 2002, Scary Movie 3 in 2003, and Soul Plane in 2004. Other movies he features include In the Mix in 2005 and Little Fockers in 2006. Hart's comedic prominence rose even further with the release of his debut stand-up album, I'm a Grown Little Man, back in 2008, as well as roles in films such as Think Like a Man in 2012, Grudge Match in 2013, Ride Along 2014, and its sequel Ride Along 2 in 2016, among many others. In addition, he released 4 more comedy albums, including Seriously Funny in 2010, Let Me Explain in 2013, and What Now in 2016. Time magazine named Hart one of the world's 100 most influential people on its annual Time 100 list in 2015. He played a fake version of himself in the film Real Husbands of Hollywood. In 2017, Hart co-founded the Laugh Out Loud Network, a subscription video streaming business with Lionsgate. For his whole life, Kevin Hart has been a vehicle fanatic, as evidenced by his extensive collection of exotic automobiles. These are the cars Kevin Hart has. Number 1. A Mercedes-Benz SLS AMG Black Edition. When Mercedes-Benz bears AMG emblems, you can bet it's a good pick for the affluent and famous. With a streamlined exterior and an enhanced drivetrain with 622 horsepower and 468 pounds per square feet of torque, the SLS in Black Edition pays homage to one of the world's most gorgeous and expensive automobiles. The 300 SL Gullwing, Kevin Hart's anxious grimace as he climbs out of his SLS, is most likely due to his concern that a valet will be driving his excellent sports car. Number 2. Ferrari 488 GTB Spider. Kevin Hart's celebrity car collection would be incomplete without a few Ferraris, and he has chosen a great selection from the Ferrari portfolio. Following its debut in 2015, the 48 GTB Spider received multiple industry accolades for its futuristic design, perfect handling, and the car's heart and soul, a twin-turboed V8 positioned behind the cockpit, producing 661 horsepower and 561 pound per square feet of torque. Those stats from a 3.9 litre engine allowed owners to boast that their 488 was equipped with Ferrari's highest specific output engine ever produced at the time, capable of propelling the Spider from 0 to 60 miles an hour in 3 seconds. Number 3. The Pontiac GTO. Living in Los Angeles nearly necessitates owning a convertible for top-down cruising on the Pacific Coast Highway, and few cars sound more appropriate for the task than Kevin Hart's Pontiac GTO. The first generation muscle car appears to dwarf the small star due to its long hood, which hopefully houses a beefy 6.6 litre V8 producing 360 horsepower and 438 pound per square feet of torque. Through LA traffic may mean Hart will likely have opted for an automatic 3-speed transmission rather than a Hurst 4-speed transmission. Number 4. Ferrari 458 Spider. The Ferrari 458 became the company's most popular mid-engine sports coupe for the 2010 model year. The naturally aspired 4.5 litre V8 engine, situated directly behind the driver's head, should enhance the Spider's model top-down driving experience, which was introduced in 2011. This engine develops 562 horsepower and 398 pound per square feet of torque at 9,000 revolutions per minute. A 458 in white with brown leather and matte wheels was one of the most desirable sports cars at the turn of the decade. Number 5. Mercedes-Benz G65 AMG. Mercedes-renowned-Benz's G-Wagon has developed a reputation for off-road competence, while also becoming practically ambiguous among Los Angeles' wealth and famous. On the other hand, Kevin Hart's G-Wagon is not your normal G-Wagon in G65 AMG trim. It is configured for sheer performance and stunning entrances rather than actual dirt road exploration. Underneath the square shell lies a twin-turboed V12 engine producing 603 horsepower, which is more than enough to accelerate the big SUV, which weighs more than 6,000 pounds, from 0 to 60 in less than 6 seconds. Number 6. GMC Yukon XL Denali. Hart's life is not solely devoted to film sets, comedy stages and performance autos. He must also consider his family when expanding his collection. A capable family hauler, the GMC Yukon Denali is a capable family hauler. It's simply a rebadged Chevrolet Tahoe with several interior enhancements, including active noise cancellation and active magnetic ride dampening, in addition to the GMC badging and the Tahoe's usual Z71 package features. Additionally, the huge XL Denali is equipped with 4-wheel drive, seating for up to 8 passengers and ample storage space, as well as enough capacity for Hart's co-star and friend Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson to join him on the journey. Number 7. Ford Mustang GT 500e. With the introduction of the limited edition Mustang GT 500e Super Snake, fans of the first generation Ford Mustang, who lamented its lack of power and handling in comparison to today's sports cars, got their biggest wish granted. Even when compared to Shelby's enhanced Mustangs from the late 1960s, the GT 500e sets a new standard. The modern $150,000 Mustangs are driven by a 725 horsepower supercharged 427 V8 and are manufactured by Unique Performance, a Texas-based company that manufactures Eleanor, of Gone in 60 Seconds fame, copies with Carroll Shelby's full approval. With Hart's recent success, he should keep a close eye on his Super Snake whenever Nick Cage is present. Number 8. Aston Martin Vanquish. Despite the never-ending and constantly erroneous swirl of speculation over who will be chosen as the next James Bond, a non-British comic is exceedingly unlikely to be chosen. Nonetheless, he appears sleek and elegant next to his Aston Martin Vanquish, the successor to a previous Bond vehicle featured in the 2002 film Die Another Day. Despite having cloaked technology and a slew of clever electronics, the Vanquish couldn't compete with its current sister due to a 5.9 litre V12 producing roughly 570 horsepower and 457 pound per square feet of torque, enough to propel the almost 4,000 pound coupe to 60 miles an hour in 4.1 seconds. Number 9. Land Rover Range Rover. When it comes to huge life changes that come with new car purchases, Kevin Hart is no exception. The family's Range Rover should provide plenty of comfort for the trip home, since the model has gradually become more focused on luxury rather than the amazing off-roading abilities that have made parent company Land Rover's goods a familiar sight all over the world. Blacked out window tinting is popular among the wealthy and famous, but it's even more warranted in this scenario. Number 10. Ford Explorer. Ford Explorers are no longer the ambiguous mid-sized SUVs of the 1990s, when Ford appeared to have a stronghold on the developing SUV market. However, there are many new Explorers on the road, some of which are driven by law enforcement officers, and while the Explorer's market share has decreased, the vehicle continues to generate headlines with each makeover. Kevin Hart is aiming to help Ford Apatow, a custom wheel manufacturer, get some attention with futuristic rims that reflect the design's aspect of Ford's forward-facing style, which the traditional domestic builder hopes would drive the Explorer back to the top of the pack. Number 11. Maserati Gran Turismo Convertible. The Gran Turismo series from Maserati has been around for a long time, but despite the popularity of the brand's other offerings such as the Quattroporta, Galibi and Levante, the Gran Turismo appeared to be a throwback from the early 2000s, but the vehicle has persisted for a variety of reasons, including its sleek yet aggressive exterior design, sumptuous interior decor, and a 32-valve V8 engine delivering 454 horsepower and 384 pound per square feet of torque under the hood. Number 12. Ferrari 488 GTB. Kevin Hart appears to be a big Ferrari fan since he owns two Ferrari 488 GTB Spiders, one black and one red, with a black roof and metallic rims. At first sight, it appears that he has wrapped his 488, as many celebrities do, but closer investigations exposes minute variations, from the tone of the brake calipers to the differences in intake venting. It's evident he has two unique cars. Hopefully, a modern sports car like the Ferrari 488 isn't like old Jaguars, when it was commonly known that any buyer should purchase two because one was always in the shop. Here's an inspiring quote from the star of this video. "No matter what, people grow. If you choose not to grow, you're staying in a small box with a small mindset. People who win go outside of that box. It's very simple when you look at it." Thank you for watching this episode. If you want to see other celebrity car collections, let me know in the comments below. Please make sure you like and subscribe to this video and channel, since that'll help us make more content like this for you to enjoy.